What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your man, 100 Grand Ross with the Rock never stops. The Detroit Pistons continue to roll, man. Um, man, it's one of those things where you just keep kind of waiting for the bottom to fall out. You keep waiting for either teams to figure us out or something to pop where it's just like we can't keep winning this way, and yet we do. Our defense is just that damn good. Our elite scoring is just that damn good. Our talent is just that damn good. And we keep beating teams. Albeit a lot of these teams have injuries, a lot of these teams are dealing with other stuff, but the reality is we winning. We winning. So we're gonna dive into this game against the Nuggets. Also, the weekend we had the Sacramento Kings, we had the Houston Rockets loss. We got a whole lot to talk about. But before I dive in, yo, as always, do me a favor, smash the like button for me if you haven't already. Hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. I appreciate all the love and support. This is a dope ass channel, dope ass community. Appreciate all y'all. Real talk. Yeah, classic 76. I am early, bro. I'm early. I'm traveling. I'm on the move. So gotta get it in when I can. You know what I mean? I missed y'all. Gretzky, yo, what's good? It's good to see you in the chat. It's good to see you in the chat. He said, shout out to Ivy and Duncan was ass last night. You know what? There's a whole lot to talk about because there was quite a few players that was ass last night. But yes, we're going to dive into that. If you haven't already, consider becoming a member of the channel. Remember, it really helps with the ongoing production of the channel. Really appreciate all the love and support. 2026, it's a new year. Let's go. Let's go. Uh, do y'all want to start off with the good or the bad or the ugly? Let me know. Do we want to start off with the good, the bad, or the ugly? Because I can start in any direction. Yeah, Dennis struggled as well. Dennis struggled as well, but I wasn't mad at Dennis's struggle. Dennis struggled. Javante Green struggled. Ron Holland struggled. Um, Isaiah Stewart struggled. Duran struggled in this game. Duncan struggled. Even Asar, who was having a spectacular game, struggled. Always start with the bad. Okay, okay. I appreciate that, Ray Floyd, one of my members. I'm gonna run with that. Um, Sandro says the Pistons cooked my Nuggets. No, I mean y'all didn't have Jokic, you didn't have Aaron Gordon, you didn't have Cam Johnson, you didn't have Christian Brown, right? You didn't have pretty much almost your entire starting lineup aside from Jamal Murray. Um, so I really wasn't even expecting what the Nuggets were able to do. I wouldn't say that we cooked y'all. I would say that we won. I would say we won. I would say we beat y'all. I wouldn't say that we cooked y'all. We were cooking at the beginning. Oh, we was cooking at the beginning. Oh, we was as they say cooking with hot fish grease. We was out there on the grill. We had y'all burning. And then all of a sudden, we took our foot off the gas with the second unit, which was surprising because usually our second unit extends leads. Usually that's the situation. Usually our second unit is who we can rely upon to play a level of basketball that even if our starters are slipping, even if our starters are struggling to get it going, our bench unit comes in and just takes off. Not so much in this game. Not so much in this game at all, in the least bit. So let's start off with the bad. We had a lot of guys struggling, and I continue to say that this is what do you call it? These are the dog days of the NBA. These are the dog days. These games are hard to get up for. It's just hard, man. 82 games, bro. Shoot, you go to work for 82 days. I guarantee you about 25 of them you're not going to want to be there at all. Solid 25. 82 games plus playoffs. Don't forget they train almost all off season. Team USA, right? They've got contractual obligations with sponsorships and commercials and and shoot, trying to maintain families. Most of these guys got kids and spouses, and they got a life. They got to figure out housing, and because remember, they don't just all just buy a house as soon as they get drafted. A lot of them wisely save their money and they staying with family, living in an apartment. They're doing everything else. So it's like there's a whole lot that takes place throughout the course of a person's life. So I get it. We can't always get up for games. And so I'm going to try to be fair in my analysis. But there's some things I always say. I'm not going to critique just because something happens one time. I'm not going to be like, hey, something's wrong with that because it barely shows up once. When I point out something, I'm pointing out something that's happened over and over and over and over again to the point where we say, we need to talk about it. That's just my MO. That's how I operate. That's how I operate. So there's some things we need to talk about. Let me just start off. We started with the bad. Guys struggled. Sarr struggled. Jalen Duren struggled. Duncan Robinson surely struggled. Isaiah Stewart struggled. I mean, Jaden Ivey, aside from some amazing shot making, struggled. Ron Holland struggled. Javonte Green struggled. He got out Javonte Green by Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was like, I'm the original archetype of this. Josh Hart, undersized, athletic, physical guard slash wing, Swiss Army knife, do everything. He's like, bro, I started doing this before you even got here, which is true. Bruce Brown did it for us in Detroit when he was playing for us. Then he went on to Denver. Then from Denver, he went to Indiana. Then from Indiana, I think he went to someplace else and then back to Denver. Won a championship with Denver doing this, out working, out hustling, making the little plays, getting the 50-50 balls, getting the offensive rebound, defensive rebound, getting out in transition, right? Scoring in transition, getting to the free throw line, just being an all-around menace, pest. And Javonte Green just didn't want any of the smoke today or last night. He didn't. He was like, damn, this dude's outworking me. And he just got outworked the entire time. It's not to say he didn't do anything positive. It's just to say he got outworked. He did not do his job to the extent that we needed him to. And he got the minutes. He got the minutes because Asar Thompson, it was like he didn't want to play today. It's like he was trying to get into foul trouble. Asar Thompson was playing like, bruh, can we just get done with this game so I can go home, so I can move on? That's how he was playing to me. It didn't look like he wanted to be there. It didn't look like he was really locked in, like he was trying to use the opportunity to have a great game. And he was having a great game. The highest plus minus on the team. He was a plus 14. A plus 14. No one else is anywhere close. No one else is even above a plus 6 on our team. When Asar Thompson was out there, our lead ballooned. It ballooned. Oh, yes. Kevin Willis in the chat. Questionable fouls by the young man. Not just questionable. Foolish. Immature. As they would say in commentary, just a dumb foul. It's a dumb foul. Number 4 was the most egregious. I think he fouled Jamal Murray like 4 or 5 times on the play. Dead in front of the ref. Dead in front of him. Bro, if you want to come out the game, just put your hand up in the air and tell your coach. Say, hey, coach, I'm tired. I don't want to be in the game. Sandra in the chat says, in the fourth quarter, I was asking why the Pistons were not double teaming Jamal when he was cooking Duncan because there was no other shot creator on the team that can one-on-one and score versus Pistons defense. Kevin Williams in the chat says I was being kind. Look, the reality was the reason why we weren't doubling Jamal Murray is because the Denver Nuggets offense is extremely efficient And they have a lot of high IQ players who know exactly where to go, exactly what to do. They move the ball around. And every time we doubled, they killed us. That guy, what's his name? Isaiah Jones, something like that. What was his name? Coming off the bench. No, he was starting. Spencer Jones torched us 4 or 5 from the 3-point line. That's why we weren't double teaming Jamal Murray, because the ball would find him every single time. Tim Hardaway Jr. was hitting threes. The ball kept finding him. The guys who had it going, Jalen Pickett was getting to where he wanted to at the rim. Zeke Naji was getting to the rim. Bruce Brown was getting around the rim, right? Like the guys that they needed to step up and do something to contribute something did. Everyone but Peyton Watson. Everyone but Peyton Watson. Yes, Denver is a well-oiled machine. That's why we couldn't double team Jamal Murray. But the reality is, who we needed to have in there was Asar Thompson. And this is where people don't always understand professionalism. Professionalism is understanding that I'm working as a part of a unit and people depend upon me. And so I show up honestly, consistently, so that the whole can run well. Now, here's the thing. If you ain't got it, if you're tired, if you need a rest, that is logical. It's logical that you need rest. That, hey, the one day off just wasn't enough. Maybe you ain't got it. Maybe you having an issue with your baby mom. Maybe you're dealing with stuff that people aren't aware of. Maybe you got something going on. Maybe it was a death in the family. Maybe you had a car accident. I don't know. You got something going on. That's fine. Just tell people. Just tell people. Don't hold it in. Don't pretend like everything's okay. Don't go out there and start hacking Jamal Murray in front of the referee, picking up bad fouls. And I mean, at least he didn't do the thing that Ron Holland always does. What? What did I do? Bruh, man, god damn. Every single time you foul, bro. Like you be fouling sometimes, Ron. You do, bro. You do. You out of position sometimes, bro. You get exposed. And you did a halfway decent job on Jamal Murray. I'll give you that. But sometimes, Ron, you out of place and you be out of pocket. Ron Holland, you have 4 fouls, 3 turnovers in this game. You came in for Asar Thompson, had 23 minutes, hit 2 threes, shot 4 of 7. When I looked at the quality, if I only looked at the stat line, I would say, oh man, Ron seemed to have an okay game. I mean, the turnovers, maybe some fouls, but wasn't that bad. No, it was that bad, bro. It was that bad. If Dennis Jenkins wasn't hooking you up for wide open threes for you to knock down, we would have just had the image of the clank and the air ball from 3. The forced forays to the basket that ended up in turnovers. And I say forced forays to the basket because sometimes you drive to the rack and I'm like, bro, where are you going, bro? And sometimes it actually goes in, which is crazy because it wasn't necessarily a quality shot. Maybe it just speaks to your talent that you're like, look, I'm going to put an imprint on this game, and I appreciate that too. Look, let me not overlook the good just so that I can point out what I'm critiquing. I appreciate, Ron, that you're a dog. I appreciate, Ron Holland, that you compete, that you want to make an imprint on the game. And I appreciate that because, you know, it would be great if Ivy had that same energy sometimes. It would be great if Duren had that energy sometimes because the reality is Jalen Duren should have no less than 15 shot attempts every single game. And 3 to 5 should be jumpers. I've been saying this. Jalen Duren needs to shoot more. And he needs to shoot more jumpers. Not off the bounce. Catch, pivot, shoot. They're laying off you. You have great touch. Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. Not just for the moment now, but for down the road, bro. I need you to have a jumper when you in your prime at 26. Yeah, you're going to get extended. Yeah, you're going to get 30 mil. All right? You're going to get it. You're going to get paid. You're going to make the All-Star game. You're going to get anywhere from 30, 32 million a year on the extension. All right? First time All-Star. Okay. I don't think you get 40. I don't think you get anything like that. I don't think there's any team that's going to offer you 40. The reality is you're still somewhat Ferdinand the Bull, right? You've been more bull than just Ferdinand. But sometimes, like tonight, it's Ferdinand the Bull. So let me just say this. As a team, the Detroit Pistons did what they had to do. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. Because in these dog days of the league, it's hard to get up for games. It's hard to get excited for games. It's hard to have the mindset of let's go in and compete, especially when you got Jokic out, Aaron Gordon out, Cam Johnson out, Christian Brown out. Like it's hard to get your motivation to say, I want to play at this incredibly intense, hard level. The reality is we should have blown this team out by 20-something points, if not 30-something points. This should have been like the Sacramento Kings. The Denver Nuggets wanted to lay down. Jamal Murray did not look like he wanted to go back into the game. He looked like he would have been just fine with his team getting blown out, and he hit the showers early, as he would have been with potentially winning the game. That's just the facts of the matter. But we allowed them to come back into the game. We did. Pulled Jamal Murray back off the bench. Come in and do some late game heroics. And he was like, you know what? Why not? I guess. Here we go. You know, that was the energy. Let me say this. Jamal Murray's a hell of a player. You're not going to stop that type of play. He's probably one of the greatest non-all-star. He might make it for the first time this year. He might. Still got Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, LeBron. They're going to try to force Cooper Flag in there. Yeah, you got a lot of guys in the West. You got a lot of guys in the West that he'll be competing against. But there's a chance. There's a chance that, I mean, you got SGA. I don't think J-Dub makes it this year. Yeah, there's a good chance Jamal Murray makes it into the All-Star game. There's also a good chance that he doesn't. All that's to say is he's probably one of the greatest non-All-Star players of all time. Facts. Like, I would say he's better than Tony Parker, but Tony Parker was just available more and won more because he's playing next to Tim Duncan. But just like Tony Parker benefit for playing alongside Tim Duncan, Jamal Murray benefits from playing alongside Nikola Jokic. It's just that Jamal Murray oftentimes just has too many injuries. All that's to say is when we forced him to come in off the bench for some late game heroics, he just about did it. He just about did twice. If he would have just made his free throws, this is going into overtime. We escaped because that man was tired and wanted to go home. He's like, hell no, I ain't trying to have to go in overtime. God damn, I ain't trying to go no damn overtime. Clink. You know, all this to say is, I don't know how much longer we're going to keep getting away with the same mistakes. And this is kind of the point. For better or for worse. I don't know if we are winning for better or for worse. They say not all money is good money if you play spades. Speaking of which, hold on, stop, pause. I got 27 people in the chat, only 6 likes. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Just smash the like button for me. Bow. Hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. Remember, it's a small thing for you, but a big thing for the channel to hit that like button. Please do me the favor. Smash the like button for me. I really appreciate it. We're having a good time, great conversation. And also consider becoming a member in 2026. Why not? You know what I mean? Keep the channel rolling. Be in community. Look, I'm saying this. I don't know how much longer we're going to get away with not boxing out, struggling defensive transition. How do you become a member? That's a great question, Sandro. That is a great question. If you look down at the screen, it says join right next to the bell. Click join. And when you do, it'll ask you for what level of subscription you would like. And then you can go from there. Yep, it says join this channel. You can get the homie subscription, the faithful subscription, and my OG day one subscriptions. And you get a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments of the live chat. Yep, priority replies to the comments, members only live chats, all the above. Got mad perks. But that's how you do it. All right. Actually, there's more perks that show up with each level of subscription. That is dope. That's dope. All right. That's a wonderful question, Sandra. Now, here's the thing. The Detroit Pistons are an extremely talented team. And I think I keep saying this. I don't want it to be missed. I do not want to negate just how freaking talented this team is. Cade Cunningham has MVP level talent. I don't know if he ever wins one. I don't know if he ever outshines some of the other guys who shine just as bright. Donovan Mitchell, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Some of these guys just outshine. Anthony Edwards. They just shine. And so does Cade. He's got MVP level talent, and that is rare. That's rare. When you get a number one draft pick, you hope to get that guy, and the Pistons got that guy. How long it takes him to figure out how to consistently show up as that guy will be its own journey. Big at you in the chat. What's good? One of my OG subscribers. I appreciate you. He says, why won't JB play Chaz Zanir when Duncan was 0 for 40, 0 for 400? Here's the thing. Duncan Robinson also has great chemistry with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren, Tobias Harris, Asar Thompson. That chemistry also plays a role. It has gravity. Chaz Zanir right now is very, he hasn't been in a consistent rotation. And so I hear the point. It's not missed on me. But the chemistry, the potential threat of Duncan Robinson, his persistent movement, his ability to get 3 assists, right? All these things impact why Duncan Robinson continues to get the minutes. Despite having a really rough game, he was a +4. Cade needs help bad. I don't think Cade needs help. If I'm honest with you, I don't think Cade Cunningham needs help. I think he has a talented as hell team. Now he has to learn how to lead that team. He has to learn how to lead that team. Yes, I am early, Big Ag. You're right. I'm early, man. I'm trying to figure out living on the East Coast how I'm gonna what time I'm gonna show up. Usually it's in the morning for sure, but yeah. Uh, let me just say this. Let me just say this. Cade Cunningham has a lot of talent around him. Asar Thompson is first team all defense. Period. Point blank. I'm not even. He's first team all defense. He might be in the running for defensive player of the year. Isaiah Stewart is first team all defense. He might be in the running for defensive player of the year. That's two first team all defensive players on your team. Jalen Duren is going to be an all star. Jalen Duren, I would say, had a rough game. Didn't really have it. Still dropped 14 and 8. Oh, what's good? What's good? Melophonic from Sierra Leone. What's good? What's good? Hey, I got much love in Sierra Leone. Yeah, I was out there years ago. Years ago. It was dope. It was dope. Loved it out there. Loved it out there. Free time. Yep. Yo, let me just say this. The Pistons have to figure it out. The Pistons have to get themselves together and start playing playoff level basketball. I just want to see a stretch. If I'm honest with you, I just want to see a stretch. Give me a stretch because most of these playoff championship level teams, they're far more consistent in playing playoff level basketball than they are not. Than they are not. In other words, they're out there doing the little things great. Boxing out, making the extra pass, low turnovers, executing offense, executing defensive schemes, working well within their rotations. The coaching understands what the system is and what buttons to press in order to get the outcome that they're desiring. The players know their role. They execute and play their roles in a high level. And that is not contingent upon even scoring. That's just contingent upon you're in the right place at the right time doing the expected thing that's based upon the scheme of the team. Playing within yourself, you're playing connected, you're communicating well, giving great effort, energy. Great teams do these things consistently, and it creates opportunities. And when you have talent that does these things, it allows you to play at a high level. It allows you to win a lot of games. The Detroit Pistons are winning a lot of games without doing a lot of the basic things well. It's just because they do a few things extraordinary. That shot creation, creating turnovers through insane level defensive talent that turns into offensive transition. That is kind of at the core. That's at their core. Now, their offense, I would show the offense love. JB Bickerstaff is getting the most out of this team. Duncan Robinson is a real threat. Jalen Duren is a real threat. Tobias Harris is a real threat. He was our leading scorer tonight. Shot 10 of 15. Asar Thompson figuring out. Ron Holland figured out. To have a bench that's been so effective, that's still figuring itself out, I tip my hat to JB Bickerstaff. I tip my hat. He's doing a hell of a job. Dennis Jenkins, he had an off game. I'm not mad at it. It's about time he had an off game. It's about damn time. Dennis Jenkins can't be hooping all the time. You can't be our unsung hero every single game. So I'm not mad at that. Junior Ghetto, what's good? It's good to see you in the chat. Sandro, think about who you need to trade to get Giannis. Your team would be gutted. Oh, somebody's talking about trade for Giannis. Not me. Not me. I'm not gutting this team for Giannis. If I'm going after Giannis, I'm giving up Tobias Harris, Karis LeVert, and a couple of first round picks. That's what I'm giving up for Giannis. Nothing more. Nothing at all. I'll pull it up here. I'm gonna pull up. Let me see. Detroit. go. I like to have my stats and my numbers ready. Tobias Harris makes 26.6 million. Karis LeVert makes 14. Add that together, about 40 and a half. Giannis is making $54. Well, don't we have a $14 million trade exemption? Something like that. See, we have a trade exemption. Let me see what is for how much. Somebody let me know in the chat how much is our trade exemption for. I want to say it's for 14 million. I want to say it is for 14 million. But if we can get Giannis for Tobias Harris, Karis LeVert, and a couple of first round draft picks, I'm all for it. I'm not giving up Ron Holland. I'm not giving up Asar Thompson. Thank you, Big At. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm not giving up, definitely not giving up Cade, not giving up Duran. I mean, if they want Ivy, I don't think they want Ivy. I probably don't even want to include a bunch of guys like Javonte Green and Paul Reed. I don't want to give up none of our guys. If I could keep it a band with you, we can get to his 54 million with Tobias Harris, Karis LeVert, our trade exemption, and now we're at 54 million. And I'll give you some first round draft picks. That's the only way. That's the only way I'm going after Giannis. I'm not removing. Look, this team is so damn talented. This team is so damn talented, bro. If they ever put it all together. If they ever, somebody was saying this about Kevin Porter Jr., and it was the greatest point. It was the greatest point about Kevin Porter Jr., who plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's having a really good year. All intents and purposes. He's having a great year. Rajon Rondo is over there with Doc Rivers, mentoring the hell out of that young man. Kevin Porter Jr., they said it's not that he's not a great player, a great talent. It's that he has to learn how to reduce his lows so that it's either playing at a high level or consistently solid level. Just don't have the lows. Just don't have the 4 turnovers, bad shot selection, disappear on defense. Just get rid of those things, right? Just make the simple play instead of the hard play that ends up in a bad shot selection or a turnover. Just be in the right place on defense. Stay mentally checked in to be where you're supposed to be, right? If you can mitigate the lows, you will increase your value because you're already capable of playing at such a high level. And that is something that I would say for this team as well, for the Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham, can you just keep your turnovers to 3 or less? Tobias Harris, knock down your shots consistently. You don't have to be 10 for 15. Just do what you do. And for the most part, he does. I really ain't got much to say to Tobias Harris. He does what he does, and he does it well. Great job. Duncan Robinson, I ain't got nothing to say to you either. I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say to you. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. We didn't bring you in here to be a lockdown. You're not here to be Herb Jones. We got that guy. His name's Asar. He's going to cover all that. Shoot threes, and he does it. Isaiah Stewart. Can you just you know what? Fuck it. You coming off the bench, bro. Do what you do. Beat the hell out of folks. Push them down, shove them, hit them with an elbow. You know what I mean? Put them in a headlock. You might as well just go full Draymond Green, kick him in the nuts. I don't know. You do whatever you want to do, bro. I ain't even going to hold you, Isaiah. I ain't even going to hold you, Zay. Stu, do what you do. Do what you do. It's working for us. Karis LeVert, I don't really care. Jaden Ivey, look, bro, if you're gonna do it, do it. That's all I gotta say to you. If you're gonna do it, do it. Because sometimes you're doing stuff and it's like, do you really want to do that? Because your indecisiveness is killing me sometimes. It's killing me. Sometimes you don't look like if you're coming or going. You don't look like you know if you're coming or going. Do you want to shoot three? Do you not want to shoot three? You trying to create a shot for yourself or you're not trying to create a shot for yourself? You dribble, 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 make a move, make a move, make a move, and then you pull up and you pump fake, and then you look like you don't know what else to do. And then you just get stuck. And it's ugly. But if you're gonna go hard or go home. Go hard or go home, Jaden Ivey. That's all. That's all I want. Sarah Thompson, just just stop committing the dumb fouls. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing to foul. Okay, you're trying to make a play. When you're slapping the shit out of somebody over and over in front of the referee, it's just a dumb foul. If you're tired, put your hand up. Come on out the game. Ron Holland will come in. He's got plenty of energy. He's a young guy. He's 19, 20 years old. Can't wait to get out there. Just put your hand up, bro. But don't be out there slapping the shit out of guys, just reaching around for no reason because you're frustrated. Just stop with the dumb fouls. Just stop with the dumb fouls. Make sure you're available, bro. That's how you mitigate your lows. So you can at least be anywhere between great games to just solid games. Because you were on your way to having a great game in this game. If I'm completely honest with you, you were on your way to having a great game. 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 steals, 5 freaking steals in 19 minutes. 1 block, only 1 turnover, 5 mother freaking fouls. Let me continue. Ron Holland. Bro, just keep the game simple, bro. Just keep it simple. If you're open, shoot. If there's an open lane, drive. If there's 3 guys in front of you, pass. That's all. Just keep it simple, bro. I know you're only 20 years old. I get it. But hot damn. Sometimes, bro, I'm looking at you like I'm going to start calling you Crash Bandicoot. Or just call you Crash. Because sometimes you just be crashing out there. Just running into guys. You got to chill out, Crash. You got to chill out, Crash. It ain't that deep, bro. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. Jalen Duren. Man, just stay locked in, bro. Just stay with me. Stay with me, bro. That's all I really want from you, Duren. Just stay with me. Stay with me, Duren. Sometimes I don't know if you daydreaming and you someplace else, especially in the second halves. First halves, you're solid. But them second halves, bro. Them second halves, I'm like, where did you go, bro? You ain't here. You ain't here. That's why I call you Ferdinand the Bull. Because you out there on the hill someplace dreaming of eating daisies and fresh green grass. You not in it. And we just staring at you like sometime today. Paul Reed, keep doing what you do. Keep doing what I ain't got nothing to say. Marcus Sasser, keep doing what you do, bro. Keep doing what you do. Javante, I ain't got shit to say to you, Javante. You are an unsung hero this season. I don't think we're the number 1 seed without you. Dennis Jenkins. I ain't got shit to say to you. Except keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. These Detroit Pistons, if they can just mitigate the lows, that's the point. If they can just mitigate the lows, the really bad performances, and it's not about shooting. I keep telling you, it's not about shooting. It's the intangibles. It's the mindset. It's the little things. If they could just do the little things consistently, give me a stretch. Give me 25 games. Hopefully, it's the last 25 leading up to the playoffs. Yo, I got to get out of here. Appreciate everybody. 35 people in the chat. Please feel free to smash the like button for me, hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. Remember, it's a small thing for you, but a big thing for the channel when you hit the like button. I appreciate everybody. I like to leave y'all with a word of the day. I always like to leave y'all with something. Let me say this. I said in the beginning of the show, look, you're not always going to have it. Being a part of a team, being a professional, being responsible, being an adult, it's not about always having it. But it's okay to let people know when you don't have it. It's important. It's imperative. You let people know when you ain't got it. So other people have an opportunity to step up, to step in. That's actually what makes a healthy team, healthy relationship. People being able to step forward, step back, step forward. And people get to grow into new roles and skills. That way you don't end up feeling like everything is on you. Because it's not. But it's imperative that you communicate. Let people know where you're at, what's going on, and allow people to support you, stand in. Just like this last game. It would have been nice if Asar Thompson, instead of getting into foul trouble, was just like, hey, I'm a little tired, coach. Can you take me out? But sometimes we in there and we been tired. And we start getting angry, nitpicky, frustrated easy, blowing up at people, outbursts. Sometimes you just got to put a hand up. Tag me out. Let me sit down on the bench a little bit, get some rest, recalibrate myself, laugh with Paul Reed, joke around, get refreshed. All right, I'm back in the game. That's the reality of life. Life is one hell of a marathon, far more than 82 games. Think about the full season, y'all. Pace yourself. Let people know when you need help. Yo, love all y'all. Love this channel. If you haven't already, smash the like button, hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. Consider becoming a member in 2026. Just hit the little join button at the bottom of the screen. Other than that, I'm going to get at y'all next time. Go Pistons.